You know who I love in the DC Rebirth? Superboy and Robin. I don't know what it is, if I just like the childish humor in that one, or if I just love the art style, but one thing that I truly enjoy in the DC Rebirth is Supersons. And you know what I've always wondered? Why isn't Superboy on the Teen Titans? Well, that's something we're going to explore today. The mud of a dead multiverse, crafted and shaped into a quasi-life by my slowly decaying hands. Hands that until now have only known arthritic failure time and again. This earthen gift from another, counter me. This is my rebirth, a new life's work. When my time passes, I will never be remembered, but my life's work, they will never be forgotten. And in front of us is an elderly man who just shaped together various beings into life. But over in Metropolis, Lois asks her son John, "Do you have your cell phone, John?" "Yes, Mom! I already told you like 100 times! Don't get short with me or I'll turn your super butt right around. Remember, be back by 10 p.m. on the dot." "Come on! It's Friday! Damian's dad lets him stay out all night!" That's when Superman jumps in as he's eating his ice cream. Damian's dad dresses like a bat and gets hit in the head 28 times every night. Not the best argument there. Lois walks over with Damian's packed snack and kisses him on the head. Aw. Fair point, Dad. So he puts the snack into his pocket and he fist bumps his dad before heading off on his first superhero night of adventuring. Up on the rooftops, he runs over to a perched and waiting Damian. "Sorry I'm late again, Robin. My mom washed my costume, but she put it in with the PJs, so I had..." And as he gets closer, Damian puts up his finger over John's lips, stomping him. "Let's talk. You're a soldier and you're on duty. This is our uniform, not a costume." And with that, they leap off of the building. "Your training begins now." "Training? Who said you were training me?" They make their way to a street where a man is jaywalking, and Damian grabs him by the shirt. "Jaywalking is where it starts. Next thing you know, you're gonna be knocking over liquor stores in Gotham Heights and working for pennies for scuds like Two-Face." And while Damian is striking fear into the hearts of a middle-aged, overweight dog walker, John is petting the dog. "Sorry about my friend. He's a bit wound up tight. Stick to the corners and keep your dog safe, mister." And as he leaves, John asks him, "Are you nuts? I'm teaching you what it takes to bring justice to your streets." And now John is irritated. Let's get one thing straight. My city already has justice. It's Metropolis, not Gotham, and you're not training me. We're having fun and we're helping people. Damian fires a grappling hook into the sky. "There is no fun. This is why you need to be trained. And say what you want, but that guy is never gonna jaywalk again." As they continue on, stopping purse snatchers and saving cats from trees, they even change an old woman's tire. The night ends, and Damian notices that his team, the Teen Titans, aren't answering their comms. John kind of ignores him, looking out over the city. "Sounds super important if they're ignoring you." "Yeah, well, they're young and raw. I'm working with them, just like I am with you. Maybe one day you can join the Titans." And as John reaches over at the weird green cat, he tells Damian, "Yeah, with you in command, it sounds like a thrill a minute." And that's when the cat informs him, "Aw, you don't know the Teen Titans, super kid. It beats being Robin's assistant." And of course, John jumps up from the green talking cat. He morphs back into Beast Boy, and that's when the rest of the Teen Titans arrive. Aqualad, Starfire, and Raven. If you're wondering where Kid Flash is, he was kicked off the team by Robin during the Lazarus contract. We'll link that down below. They quickly round up Robin to head off on a mission, and Robin leaves John to find his way home. John longingly looks as Damian walks over to his team and begins to spout off all of the readings and orders to them. They all begin to load up into their jet, and John just stares. That's when Starfire asks, "Does your friend want to join us, Robin?" Robin coldly tells her, "No, this is Titan's business." They literally leave John in the dust as the jet kicks it all up and flies off. Starfire continues though, "I'm just saying, it's a bit weird that you did not ask your friend to join us." "Seriously, Starfire, which word in Teen Titans are you struggling with? He's 10. Raven tells them that she found the readings of where these weird signals are coming from, and they head over to the building on the radar. Landing, they all walk out, and Robin begins to spout out orders, and once again Beast Boy informs him, "You gotta work this stuff out with us ahead of time. We don't know what you're saying." Back in Metropolis, John is leaping and bounding his way back to his apartment his family lives in, since he can't fly yet. He walks into the apartment and Lois tells him that she's proud of him for returning a minute early. Superman has gone off to a Justice League meet, and she's going off to the Daily Planet. A state senator got arrested selling drugs. She then looks at her son, and the Metro News had some postings about some colorfully dressed boys stopping to save a cat and help people around the city. "You know anything about it, John?" John sadly tells her, "They're uniforms, not costumes, Mom." She still smiles, leaving the house proud of her little boy. And John, well, now he's feeling left out as he lounges on the couch watching television. Is he a hero? Or is he just a costumed little boy running around the town? Back with the Teen Titans, things begin to ramp up rather quickly because as Raven is tracking the source, a hand bursts through the wall, grabbing her face, and then walk out two of the villains. I'm Atom Smasher, and he's Chun-Yal, and we're here to beat you, Titans, so please make it easy on yourselves. Robin slides back behind the fight. Beast Boy, something big! And Beast Boy grows into a giant gorilla. Starfire calls out to Aqualad to use his hydrokinesis, and his arms begin to swirl with water and he launches at Chun-Yal. Except, he throws it back at the both of them, knocking them out in one fell swoop. Atom Smasher jumps over Robin, landing on Beast Boy's face, taking him down, and then as Robin lands on his feet, he turns to see the third villain. Your team is strong, Robin, but new. That's why we wanted to catch you unexpected, because the Time Commander doesn't have time for a long, drawn-out fight. You read my mind. I was thinking the same thing. And with that, he throws some batarangs, but the Time Commander turns them to dust as they get close. And then he asks Chun-Yal to grab him. As Robin is struggling, the Time Commander walks over and works his magic over on Robin. Which brings us back to the apartment of Superman. John has fallen asleep in the couch with drool falling from his lips and a half-eaten bag of potato chips in his lap. That's when he hears, John, wake up! He gets up rubbing his eyes. Dad, is that you? And the weird older voice says, are you crazy? And then John walks outside to see a very old Damian and an unconscious Teen Titans team. Do I look like your dad? John has everyone come inside and he gives them water as they begin to wake up. Beast Boy turns into a hummingbird and asks John where the elderly leader of the team is now. So John explains the bathroom. Again? And Aqualad fills them in. You've seen those old people in the commercials, right? John goes over knocking on the door to the bathroom. Damian, you okay? He hears nothing and then he presses his head against the door. That's when he hears the flush and the door opens. John plugs his nose as Damian tells him, not a word. Titans, it's time to go! But as he's about to go, he turns around and goes back in the restroom. Not a word. And he slams the door shut. John walks into the kitchen telling everyone that Robin will be a minute, but the Teen Titans inform him that he's going with them this time to help his friends. John bites his lip, trying hard not to smile. And then he remembers what his father told him. And he remembers exactly what he said. Remember what we are helping folks for, buddy. Good people, get involved. And then he looks at Raven. Okay, I'll go. Robin walks into the room. He's in. Titans, let's go. John looks back. You really don't care, Robin? I'm too old to care. Let's go. So Beast Boy turns to John. You want to do the honors? Titans! But before he can finish the battle cry, Robin pushes him aside. I may be old, but I'm not retired. Titans! And then he forgets the last word. So John smiles and whispers it in his ear. Together. Together! So who is this villain that made these individuals from mud? Why, he's the most magnificent magician of them all, Cracklo. He was granted these powers by himself. The other version claimed to be a centuries-old version from another reality. He gave Cracklo the ultimate gift, real magic, and with this clay he can create anything. In Cracklo's mind, there were images of forgotten villains that he can create in this world, and from here, Cracklo would become a legend. Win or lose, the name Cracklo would be on the lips of everyone, so he would never be forgotten again. The Teen Titans break down the doorway into Cracklo's base of operations with the three forgotten villains standing there. Atom Smasher, Time Commander, and Chun-Yal. But as the Teen Titans stood there, with a cautious Raven, an angry Starfire, a determined Beast Boy, an engaged Aqualad, a finally accepted Superboy, and a very elderly Robin, they throw down the three villains into a foot of water, and Cracklo yells for them to get up and fight some more. But as they do, they tell Cracklo all of this water is weakening their clay bodies. But they aren't defeated yet, as Time Commander freezes the Teen Titans in time and space right there and then. He turns to Cracklo. Master, you need to flee. I can only hold him in place for so long since I've already used my magic on the old Robin guy. Cracklo demands to know where the big league superheroes are. Where is the Justice League? I want to be famous! He runs off asking why the children heroes came back alone. Are they not loved and cared for? And Time Commander tells him, I have no idea, but with them frozen, Chun-Yal and Atom Smasher will make short work of them. Back with the frozen heroes, Superboy begins to use everything that he has, and he vibrates in that spot. And with that, he breaks free! Go! He shouts, breaking everyone out of the time stop. Starfire asks what happened, and Robin tells her, Superboy happened. As Beast Boy runs off to track Cracklo, everyone else gets ready to fight, and Robin tells Superboy to stay back. But this time, he's not going to be ignored, and he shouts, like hell I will! Then sheepishly, he stops. I mean, like heck, my bad. Robin and Raven chase after Time Commander to get Robin turned back to normal, while Starfire, Aqualad, and Superboy fight it out with the Atom Smasher and Chun-Yal. While at first she grabs both Starfire and Aqualad, Superboy jumps onto her shoulders and begins to beat on her head. Chun-Yal grabs Superboy, so he blasts Atom Smasher with his heat vision, melting the clay girl and forcing her to drop Starfire and Aqualad. Aqualad looks at Starfire. His name is Superboy, right? Yes. We gotta get one of those. Yes, we do. Meanwhile, Time Commander is running as fast as he can until Raven appears in front of him, and as Time Commander falls, Robin looks at him. That's Raven. She's the good cop. Me? I'm not. So let's talk about reversing this aging while you're conscious. Meanwhile, back with Superboy, he clobbers Chun-Yal while Starfire hits him with Star Bolts, and Superboy decides that he needs Star Bolts. He then fist bumps Starfire, and with a final blast, Chun-Yal is melting. As Robin walks back into the room young again, he tells them, "Time Commander melted in my hands as well." And Superboy smiles, "Hey, you're you again!" And Robin coldly tells him, "And you're you. Life's full of disappointments, jerk." The Magic Man is the key here, right? Did Beast Boy find him? And in walks Beast Boy as a lion with Cracklow in his mouth. Cracklow begins to rant and rave. "I had a greater destiny in front of me! You ignorant children ruined it!" And Robin and the team stand there. "We're not children! We're the Teen Titans!" Later, the team begins to suit up in the jet with no real answers. Cracklow said that this was from the multiverse, a version of him from the future. But of course, that's crazy, right? Starfire, Aqualad, Raven, and Beast Boy all tell Superboy that he did a good job and he's welcome back anytime. Raven, in fact, tells him, "Don't let Robin's defensiveness mask his real feelings, Superboy. He respects you deeply. We all do now that we know you. You're welcome back to the Titans anytime." With tears of joy in his eyes, he smiles. The Teen Titans want him to help out, but Robin, of course, has to ruin it. "Don't get cocky. Her father's a satanic demigod, just so you know." Superboy turns to him. "All I know is that I get to join your glee club anytime. They love me!" The boys walk into the room where they collected the mud samples, and Robin tells him, "I'll follow up. Since you're in training, Superboy." Superboy snaps at him. "No one asked you to train me." And Robin tells him, "It was implied! You inferred it wrongly! Implied! Yeah? By who?" And while they argue about all of this, a doorway begins to open up behind them. One that is about to tear their world apart and show them things that they never even thought possible. A doorway to the multiverse! And there you have it. He's not officially on the Teen Titans because, in the words of Robin, he's not actually a teen. But that's okay, because they accept him when they need him. And on top of all of that, they're going on a crazy multiversial adventure. They're gonna travel the multiverse. Hopefully they don't go to that dark multiverse, because those two boys will be terrified for the rest of their lives. But anyway, if you enjoyed this, click somewhere on the screen right now to get more DC Rebirth content. You can also click the recommended by YouTube video on the other side, and there should be a subscription button floating around here waiting for you to click it. Because if you truly do enjoy our content, show your love for us by giving us a subscription. It's free and it's all you gotta do.